Hi folks, this is Max from ZenoMax.com, and my new site is called the Download OpenSource.org. I'm going to be reviewing cool software like this one. This one is called the Yao Cam. Today we're going to learn how to set up a security camera using one of your old netbooks, laptops. Perhaps you want to check on your house or maybe your barn or something. These old netbooks are great because they also run on batteries after you like, for example, this is my EEPC netbook, and it can run like 6 hours, almost like 8 hours on battery on energy saving mode. Anyway, I've got Yao Cam here. This is the free software. Basically you can hook up your webcam right up here, and basically you can stream it, put it, it can capture images whenever there's motion detected, and also it can send you alerts via email, and this is all free. So let me show you how to do it. First, you want to enable stream motion and HTTP, and every time I'm moving it's actually taking a photo. And let's go look at settings. You can select different devices, but right now I only have my webcam in here. You can also run multiple instances of Yao Cam and hook up like a bunch of USB cameras, so you can have a whole surveillance system. Why I like this one is that most surveillance systems actually hooked up to real AC power, and you need a UPS system and all this stuff. But with Yao Cam, you can put it on your laptop because you already have battery that's gonna run. Even if some burglars cut off your power, your Yao Cam is still running. Anyway, let's go to window motion detection. If you want motion detection, you open the motion detection window here, and you can go to actions here, and you can do a bunch of stuff. You can have it every time motion is detected. You can have it upload to your file FTP server, or I have it right now settings, sending it to my email address. Let me see if I can show you this screen right here. As you can see, every time motion is detected, it's gonna send me in that subject, motion detected netbook, attach image. For Gmail, all you need to do is put smtp.gmail.com for SMTP and port 465, SSL checked, password required. Just put your username and password, and this will send you, and there's a bunch of other settings, but basically this will send you an email every time somebody motion is detected. But you want to leave this window on. And also, next we're gonna learn how to set up our computer, and also there's a free app we can use on our Android phone to see our our webcam, Yao Cam, outside our house, anywhere in the world. So let's go do that. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what's our IP address. Okay, let's see. Let's look at our settings. You need to find out the current IP address of your computer that's running on, and make sure your firewall is open for the camera. So we're gonna go to wireless connections. It says it's not connected. It's actually connected. So let me fix this and I'll be back. Actually, what you can do is simple way to do it is go to start. Sorry, this netbook's really slow, but it's great for a webcam. You can usually do right click on and view the status to see your IP address, or you can go to what is my IP address, just Google it and it'll tell you on Google, or you can do run, this is what I like to, and hit CMD and then type ifconfig, or no, IP config, and it'll tell you your address. My Ethernet address is 192.168.1.121, and also we need to set the port settings. Just bear with me. Here, go back to Yao Cam settings, edit settings, And there's a setting that you can do. Slow. There's a setting where you can set the port. I believe it's set to, yeah, I think it's 8081. I think that's the default, but you can change the port number. So we got 192.168.1.12 at port 8081. Now if we go to my other computer, since this computer's slow, we should get our image. So let's go to my other computer. Alright folks, so I'm gonna just enter the address 192.168.121 and what are those dot things? 8081, like that. And what this will do, let me close in so you can see exactly what I did. See, you enter this address and press enter, and it should bring up our Yao Cam. See how simple that was? That took us like, less than 5 minutes to set up a webcam. Now here's the part. How do you set it up so you can see it on your Android phone, or see it outside your house network? Let's say you're in Target or something. You want to see what your webcam is doing. So to do that, you need to set up like a dynamic DNS, or you might have a static IP. Let me just explain that real quick. Most home networks, if you're on Comcast or DSL or whatever, unless you actually bought a service for static IP, you're going to be on dynamic IP, which means your IP changes. IP is the address of your router, basically. So how do you know which IP your router is on when you're outside your house? You use this thing called Dynamic DNS. Basically, you can go to like a site like dymdns.org or .com, and you can sign up for like myhouse.dymdns.org, and that will be your domain name. And when you type that onto any browser in the world, it should show you something like this. So let's go do that. Let's go set that up real quick. So I've got the go to dymdns.com, and oh, excuse me. At the bottom there's a free domain name you can sign up for. So I'm gonna check. There's a bunch of different domain names, but the simplest one is dymdns.org, which I like. And I'm gonna do my new site name, which is downloadopensource.dymdns.org. And when you add it, it's gonna ask you to create an account. So type in your username real quick. So I'm gonna download open source and password. Okay, enter your password, and then you enter your email and the security code, and create an account. And it's gonna ask you to check your email, so I'll be back. Hi folks, so I've got the email from dymdns.com. It's a confirmation email. Once I signed up for that, it's gonna ask you if you want to sign up for Pro, but it's actually free. So just hit on the activate your free DNS name, and it's gonna ask you to check out, but it's gonna be $0. And then activate services. Alright, so that's activated. Now you need to go to your router. If you don't know how to get into your router, usually it's gonna be it's like gonna be 192.168.1.1. Anyway, this is my Cisco router settings, and under it there's usually settings called Dynamic DNS. As you can see, let me adjust the monitor a bit. And as you can see, I've got it set up so there's DNS services you can choose, but dymdns.org is very popular, so just use that. And I use my username, enter my password. My host name is downloadopensource.dymdns.org, the one I chose earlier. Just choose dynamic, disable all this stuff, and then update, and that's pretty much it. That will set up your your dynamic DNS. So every time I type that address, it's gonna actually point to my whatever my router's on, my home network. So next we're gonna have to set up port forwarding, because most routers, they don't let access to your network unless you port it, or you can put it in DMZ, but that's waste of ports and you're gonna open up a lot of doors. So go to application and gaming. It might be different on other routers, but it'll be very similar. So what I'm gonna do is go to single port forwarding, as you can see, and I've got a bunch of stuff set up here, so ignore the first two, but I'm gonna set up 192.121.121, which is my camera, enable it, and also internal port is the port that we were working on earlier, 80881, and then you can set this to any port you want. I like to you can set it to 80, which is it'll just pull up your webcam if you type the address, but I like to put let's say 8083, right? And then save settings, continue, and then now let's go to the URL bar, and you should be able to just type that address. So I'm gonna go open a new window, and I'm gonna type download opensource.org, and then do ... and 8083, like that. Let me close up. Sorry. And let me do that, right? And then I'm gonna hit enter. And this will check if it's working. So I'm getting an error for some reason. Oops, no, it's not download open source. It's download opensource.dyndns.org ... 8083. And voila, I've got my webcam on it from anywhere. Now let's do the most fun part. I'm gonna move my webcam to my right, so I have room to record this video. And let's go pull it up on our Android phone. So let's do that next. So I'm gonna go download this app called Tiny Cam. It's a great little app. So let's go to the market and download. Download Tiny Cam. TinyCam. There you go. So download the free version. Free, okay. Okay. Oops, no, that's not it. So I've got Tiny Cam on here, so open up Tiny Cam, that one, and we're just gonna set up the IP addresses. No. Continue. No. Manage cams, and we're gonna add a camera, so say yes. And this one supports Yao Cam, so you can choose camera vendor, right? And go down to there's Yao Cam. Yeah, choose that one, right? And you can change the camera name if you want. You don't have to choose a camera model. For host name, we're gonna put that exact same host name we just used. So download open source dot dyn DNS. Oops, sorry, kind of doing this sideways. Let me do it like this. DYNDNS.org. So we got that set, right? And then we're gonna press OK. Sorry, I'm just having a coughing day. And set the port number to 8, whatever you set, 8083. I set it. Right? And you can also set up login settings in Yao Cam. I'm not going to go into that today, but I just want to get you getting up and running. And for most of the stuff, it might not matter. There's also motion detection settings and this stuff, but recording settings. So you can even record it on your phone. but I'm not gonna get into that right now. Actually, let me place on it. This one doesn't. This one has to be supported by the camera. Anyway, that's set up, I think, and go to live view and let's see if it pulls up your webcam. So this is using the Dynamic DNS, which means you can be anywhere in the world. I've got it connected to my home camera, but I'll turn it off and show you in a bit. For some reason it's not connecting. Let me actually turn off my desktop one, maybe there. Let me go back to the settings. Yao Cam generic download open source.dns.org 8083. Oh yeah, that should work. Just give it a second here. Sometimes it takes a little bit to load. What happened? I'll be right back. Hi folks, so for some reason my other phone wasn't working, but as you can see the back of my head, and my camera is actually, I'm gonna move the thing to, so it's right there. So I'm checking out myself, and let me show you the settings again. You can see that it's Yao Cam, the host name is downloadopensource.dynamicdns.org, and also the port number is 8083, which I set. So now I can be pulling up my TinyCam anytime, and I can see what's happening to my security camera. How cool is that, right? And also another thing you can do, I think Yao Cam actually supports your browser, so you can do, you can just type in the address also, just like I did earlier in the browser. What is that? Load open source .dynamicdns.org I'm losing my voice today. 8083, and I should have there you go, the Yao Cam running on my browser also. So there's multiple ways you can check it, but the TinyCam makes it easier, or you can bookmark this page. Should load real soon. I think it might be because my netbook's dying on me, but it can still work. It's loading. Let me try refresh it. Oops. Oh, you know what? It's my 3G. Let me go put my stuff on 3G here. On wireless, I mean. So this seems like a, very long project to do, but it's actually, once you get the hang of it, you can set it up in, pretty quickly. It's saying it's offline for some reason. It should hook up here. Loading. It was working fine. I think it's just my netbook is running really slow now. I may just take out all the programs I don't need, all the bloatware, and it should run faster. Come on. It's running a little slow. There's settings on there. You can set it to JavaScript for the browser version, and I've set it to MJPEG. That's why it's loading slow on my phone. But there you go. Now it's working fine. So I've got it on my phone and also on TinyCam, and I can wave my hand to the camera. Anyway, that's how you hook up a really simple webcam for pretty much free. This is a great software, Yao Cam, and also this is a great app, the Tiny Monitor Cam, TinyCam. Anyway, that's how you hook up, you set up a security webcam to your house or vacation house in Hawaii, or you want to watch your dogs or maybe your baby, whatever. So I hope that helped you, and use it. And next time I'll have a how to use Android phones to make surveillance cameras. I'm using a mix of all these things, and I'll have that on androiddummies.com. So thanks y'all, and subscribe. See y'all later.